League, even with that winter break. We're going to take a look at the odds for this one. Spurs are seeking their first ever Premier League double over United. Both advanced in their cup games this week, so Jim Ratcliffe's going to be there. Frank, when it comes to the predictions for this one, you're going for a Tottenham Hotspur win. Why?
Because I see a game where Manchester United tries to get something out of it and they're going to be smashed in counter-attack. You know, Tottenham, they're very fast, they're very accurate when we talk about going in counter-attack, and I don't see Manchester United defense capable to deal with that. I don't see Manchester United getting better, and I still believe on Postecoglou and his tactic for the game. To beat Manchester United on the way they want to play the game, because they're going to have to push. They play at home, Manchester United. They want to have the control of the ball, but as soon as they're going to lose the ball, they're going to be in danger.
Ian Darke, Manchester United with a win here.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're asking me for predictions, and predictions make fools of you. But think back to United's display against Aston Villa. I think this might be quite an open game. Tottenham will go for it and they'll press high on Manchester United. United looked a bit better, didn't they? OK, it was against Wigan in the FA Cup.
OK, well, Ian, what of Timo Werner then? Because obviously it looks as though he'll be eligible to play for Spurs versus United on Sunday. Ange Postecoglou has obviously seen something in this forward and is confident that he can do well in his system.
Well, they're just hoping they can turn him around, because he has never looked, has he, the threat he did in his before in his first spell with Leipzig. It didn't work for him at Chelsea, but not very often anyway. And he's been on the fringe of things at Leipzig, which is why they're letting him go. They're just hoping that the change of scene, I think, can bring back the player that he used to be. But it's a punt, but it's probably a punt worth taking with Son away just for a few months.
Ali, you going for a draw?
Yeah, for all the things that Ian mentioned, yeah, I can see a path here by which Manchester United get a result. However, I'm not nearly as optimistic that Manchester United go on to win it, because I do think that there are some flaws that you just can't deny from Manchester United's perspective. And I wonder what happens with Onana, given all the controversy as to missing a game with Cameroon. And is he going to have a great performance? Is he not? Is he going to have a game-saving performance, or not so much? A lot of pressure on what he does in this game, given the attention that his decision to stay with Manchester United, at the very least, got attention out of this studio. Very much so. You and Craig got very excited about it.
I don't know why people are so bothered about it.
I don't know. No.
Stevie, not nearly as excited. The truth of the matter is, I do think that Manchester United is good enough to get in a back and forth with Tottenham and get a point out of it, but not good enough to win it.
Shaka?
I'm not sure that United are good enough to get in a back and forth with Spurs.
All right.
And that's just... United have just been far too inconsistent for me. You know, you're never quite sure which version of them is going to show up. As per the Aston Villa game, you're not quite sure which version is going to show up either half. And for me, while, yes, Spurs are missing key players, as Ian mentioned, I just feel that Postecoglou has got this team playing in the way that he wants them to. He knows his individuals. He's as good a man manager as any in the league. And I think he continues to get that tune out of Spurs. They continue to trend in the right direction, where United just continue to be inconsistent.
Can I just say something very quickly about Timo Werner? When he left Chelsea to go back to Leipzig, the rhetoric was, well, the change of scenery, going back to where he had been successful, is going to work wonders for him. That didn't work. It worked in the short term, but now, as Ian mentioned, he wasn't playing for Leipzig. Now, had some injury issues and then couldn't get back in the team. And so now we're going to go with another change of scenery back to where he had been struggling, back in the Premier League. Look, I suppose it's a free hit for Spurs, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, so be it. But let's not expect Timo Werner to come back to the Premier League and be the player that he wasn't with Chelsea, that he hasn't been with Leipzig over the last couple of seasons, and what we now pretend he's going to be for Spurs.
All right, well, thanks so much to Ian Darke for being with us. Obviously, we don't always like making the predictions, but we love to tell everybody when we were right about them afterwards. So let's see if there's a chance to do that, especially me as well. Dan, all of us, let's be honest.
Got a couple of winners coming this
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Speaking of winners,
yes, that's a winner.